Hello and welcome to this taste challenge. We've got Michelob AmberBock from 1995 versus Modelo Negra from 1925. So, well, I forgot to get the bottles out. Let me go get them and then we'll continue on. Luckily, the kitchen is right over there. All right. Okay, Cerveza Modelo Negra, or the Black Modelo. This is sold around here pretty commonly. It's 5.4% alcohol, 173 calories, 12-ounce bottle. I don't know this code, guys. Medium-bodied lager with slow-roasted caramel malts brewed for a rich, smooth taste. That's how it gets dark like that. They have caramel roasted malts. Beer, it says. Interestingly, it's above 5% and it's sold as beer. Years ago, you would have seen it called lager or something kind of strict about that years ago. But now it doesn't seem to be enforced. So both of these are Anheuser-Busch InBev, but for the U.S. market, Michelob AmberBock is Anheuser-Busch, and the Modelo is from Constellation Brands, Crown Brewing, Crown Imports, Constellation Brands. Nice smoke. And why is that? Why would Anheuser-Busch want somebody else to make their beer for them in the United States if it's Grupo Modelo, who they 100% own? Well, because InBev was not allowed to own this in the U.S. due to antitrust regulations. So Crown Imports, Constellation Brands came in and took it over for the U.S. market. And they make all their stuff in Nava, Mexico for the U.S. market. All right. Will I be able to tell them apart? I don't know. I think I can because the Modelo is darker. I mean, it's heavier and it has more alcohol, but not by much. The appearance seems similar. They're both dark roasted. You have the roasted malts. So appearance-wise, it's a draw. Same head of foam, same brown appearance. You know, it's just, that's it. Tan to brown or light brown appearance. What they call that, burnt sienna, the old crayons, that what that color. Roasted black and caramel malts. Hallertau Strisel Spalt hops. The Modelo, they have non-malted cereals, which is corn, and the Michelob has non-malted cereals, corn. They both use corn as their adjunct. Now, for a while, Michelob AmberBock was all malt, but for whatever reason, that didn't last. Only for the regular Michelob. Maybe it was a year or two they made it all barley malt. Who knows? Maybe no one praised them for it, but some of the AmberBock people wrote them emails or called them and said, "This stuff tastes funny. What did you do to it?" And then they quietly went back to the original recipe. I don't know. I do know somebody that only drinks this AmberBock. That's what he buys. He's been buying it since '95. He buys it. And that's it. He's not going to deviate. They must have some little dedicated group that does that, because you see AmberBock pretty commonly around here. Ziegenbock, not too much. In Texas, everywhere. I can get Ziegenbock for taste challenges, but it's kind of a pain in the behind. And, you know, I don't really feel like going on some big expedition. I mean, it wouldn't be that big, but it's so similar to MIchelob AmberBock, it's almost pointless. They're very, very similar. Not the same, but quite similar. Let's see. Trying to see. Nah, they don't really go into too much detail. I'd have to look on the Grupo Modelo website. That's all right. G and JK said, good afternoon to you. I never tried either of these beers. Oh, man, I think you'd like them. Okay, I was going to say something I can't remember. All right. I've never seen the Michelob AmberBock in cans. It's sold in cans, but not in Louisiana, only bottles. I've never seen Michelob in cans. Around here, it's all bottles. But Jeff Lyons' New England Beer Reviews said he only gets it in cans. So it's strange how they determine these things. The aroma here is, I've never seen I saw the Modelo Negra in cans just only last week. The 24-ounce cans, first time ever. But the price didn't match at the register, so I said, I don't want it. It was supposed to be 2 for $6, then it rang up like $3.50 a piece. So I said, I'll wait around. I'm going to get it cheaper later. I don't have to have it out of a can anyway. It's the same product. This one smells a little more roasted and a little more sweet, a little sweeter. Well, this one's pretty roasted too. They're very close. 5.1, 5.2. Sweet, roasted malt, like a little charred character, just a little. Bitterness, no, you don't get any bitterness on that sample and over there. Not anything noticeable. Let's see about over here. Maybe a little more heavy bodied, maybe a little more roasted, and I mean a little bit. And maybe a little more syrupy. Oh boy, wish I could have gotten a Heineken Dark bottle single, but I hadn't seen that in years. That was a jewel. That was the real champ, the Heineken Dark. People have told me, Heineken Dark, what's that? I said, it was a really good one. And there's one in the Netherlands called Heineken AmberBock. 6%. It's like a dark malt liquor, 6% AmberBock. But of course, we can't get it because we might drink a bunch of it. We can't get the Gross Cannon. I mean, it's ridiculous. It goes on and on. And then I get a lot of lousy craft beers. I get a lot of good ones too, but I get a lot of lousy ones, you know. And I'm thinking, well, you know, if the ones from Europe are lousy, let me find out myself. Sell them. I'll buy them. If they're no good, I'll say it. If they're great, I'll say it. It goes on. It's so much that they make that you almost can't believe it. And what we get. Same thing with this company, Modelo Negra. They got stuff we cannot get. I mean, Grupo Modelo. What am I complaining about? Anheuser-Busch makes stuff we can't get in the same country. This one on the left has a little cleaner, crisper flavor, a little drier flavor. And what do we know about Anheuser-Busch? beers in America, they're so dry. Dark, light, low alcohol, high alcohol, like the powerful Hurricane High Gravity, 8.2%. Isn't that Anheuser-Busch's strongest beer? I'm saying it is, but then I might turn around and say, wait, there's that other one. Still crisp. It's not cloyingly sweet. It's dangerous because you might say, oh, that's clean. It's easy to go, and I'll drink of 3 or 4 bottles or cans. Mostly it's cans, but they do make bottles. Seen them. Clear glass. Oh, but you would be very sorry. And look, if you drink too much of this Modelo Negra 5.2, gonna be sorry. You say, I ain't nothing 5.2. Okay. It's not too much. I mean, you know, you might just feel a little looped up. If you drank a bunch of Hurricane High Gravity, oh, no. I couldn't do it. It wouldn't be dangerous for me because I could go with 2 cans. That's it. 2 12-ounce cans. That's my. No thanks. Nothing higher. I mean, nothing more. Baby. I used to get 12 packs of Hurricane High Gravity for $3.99. $3.99. And I didn't. This is like years ago, 15 years ago, and I was never thinking along the lines of, well, it had to be 14 years ago because it came out in 2005. And I was saying to myself, it was just like beer. It was all just types of beer. I wasn't into, well, this category and that category and this regime versus that. It was just a product. I bought it. But one day I was drinking it and I said, it's too heavy for me. This stuff's chewy in a way. That's because of the body on it. It is crisp in the finish, but the body's, the calorie count on that thing. If you drink that all the time, you would gain weight. If you drink this all the time, you'd gain weight. 173 calories, that's getting up there. That's getting a little dicey. Budweiser, 145. That's a good stopping point. Don't go above 145. So both of these are a little too heavy for everyday drinking, I think. They're more like treats. Modelo all day, says Archie Bunker. So to me, they're like treats. To me, that's got to be the Modelo. But I'm going to tell you right now, I'm having a little trouble. They're not that different. They're different, but they're not extraordinarily different. If you like dark beers, and I don't know what you like, you're a viewer. But if you like dark beers, these would be a good way to go because Walmart has the Modelo Negra for $14.50 a 12-pack. And I've seen it cheaper than that. It's some sort of like $14.49. Okay, a penny cheaper. But you know what I'm saying? $14.50. That's $7.25 a 6-pack. Not really a great deal these days because I'm always thinking back when I was buying beer years ago. I mean, like, how could this happen? You know, but and the AmberBock be like $13.99 for a 12-pack. Yeah. Now, which one would I buy? Well, I guess I'd save 51 cents, you know. Save 51 cents and get the AmberBock. Wouldn't be too bad of a trade-off. But I still would get an Envie to get the Modelo Negra. I have to go back to that sometimes. There's something little special about it. So I'm going to say this is the Negra. This is the AmberBock. So I'm saying this is the AmberBock. Well, let's find out. Both are great with lime wedge when drinking out of the bottle, says Archie Bunker. I've never done that with either one of these. Done it with the Corona Extra. All right, so here we go. AmberBock. I got it. Oh, man, I thought it was a little thinner bodied and crisper. That dry Anheuser-Busch character. Some people love that, like me. And they say, oh, yeah, that's why I drink Anheuser-Busch beers. Nothing is so dry. Nothing so crisp. Yeah, that is for sure. But I'm not dedicated to them. Okay, so who's the winner? The winner. I don't know. I gotta call it a draw. I could tell them apart, but you know what's strange to me? My friend David, we did the AmberBock. He said, bleh, it's too sweet. I don't like it. I couldn't get over that. But then he will rave on the AmberBock. I mean, the Negra Modelo Negra. I mean, they changed the name, Modelo Negra. He will brag on that. That's one of his favorite beers. And I'm thinking to myself, well, how could you hate one and love the other when, from what I'm tasting, there's not much difference? But that's me. I can only taste stuff from me, right? Other people taste things for themselves, and their opinions may not match. So you got to allow for that. Some people don't. Some people that do beer, wine, and liquor reviews, they cannot entertain the idea that other people think different things about beer, wine, and liquor, and they just get enraged. And if you tell them, well, some of my friends don't like that beer, they think it's too heavy and muddy, or they're just stupid. That'll be the response. They're just stupid. No, I don't think that people are stupid because they don't like a certain type of beer. They might be stupid in other ways, like maybe they have low intelligence if they took an IQ test, but I don't think they're stupid because they don't like the beer you like. You know, maybe you're stupid, or maybe you're intolerant or halfway crazy. Going to Bourbon Street for my brother's bachelor party. Uh-oh. Where should I eat? I love spicy food. I've been avoiding New Orleans since for the last 2 years. You know what I mean? I try not to address that city. Before the spring of 2017, I was like bragging on New Orleans every day of the week. You know what I mean? Talking about go here, go there, go here, go there. But I canceled my season tickets down there for football, and that's kind of turned my back on them. But there's a lot of good places. I mean, I don't think you'll have a problem. I don't think you'll have a problem finding spicy food or anything. No, you won't have any problems. You'll have problems finding a hotel that's not going to bankrupt you. That might be a problem. Or not getting. You know, they have a lot of violence down there, especially after like midnight. But we can go walking around alone out there in the back of the quarter. Got certain people who go down there wanting to commit crime. But I won't say too much. And since I won't say too much, then you'll know what I mean. It's like the newspaper, the media, they said, well, we're not going to talk about certain things. Well, then if you can break the code, which is easy to do, then you know what they're talking about. Their avoidance of certain subjects let you know what subject they're avoiding. So they're very comical. Those monstrous rascals in the news media. Okay, so watch out for certain unmentionable predators who sometimes fire into a crowd at random. You say, "Oh, it's over politics." No. They're not reading the political articles. They're not reading. You say it's over religion. No. They're not going to church, temple, mosque. They're not interested in religion. You say, well, what is it about? Oh, fronting, stunting, get mad, about to lose my mind, up in here. You know, the general stuff you see every day on the news. If you have a brain like the scarecrow, then you can figure things out pretty easily. And it just takes a brain, intelligence, foresight, thinking. Smart mindset, street savvy, be aware. I read a good article on Little Rockwell about being aware. Some people are never aware of their surroundings. Well, of course, they're on their phone, you know, walking down a dark street at night. I'm on my phone. Oh, look, I wish I had a candle holder like that. And, you know, it's like, no. I'm only going for him. Never been to a strip club. But I feel like as the best man, I got to go and do all the degenerate stuff. Sound like something I'd want to avoid like the plague. I know what you mean. I'm from Tennessee. Our cities are really bad. Can't even go to them anymore. Are you talking about the beautiful Memphis, the fantastic Nashville, and the wonderful Knoxville? Oh, no, they can't have crime in Memphis. I know they can't have. I know Memphis can't have no crime. No, I know Memphis can't have crime because they took down the Confederate Park. There used to be a park called Confederate Park. That was so offensive. People, their nerves be so bad every time they drive by seeing that park. And that made them be violent, attacking each other. But once that got taken down, I'm sure it's a peaceful kumbaya city. People row their boat ashore. Hallelujah. You know, all that. I think if once you get rid of these symbols, the city will just clear up. Like Baltimore, for instance. Oh, that place is just top-notch, A1, beautiful. I think so. I believe that. I think that's what the mayor said. Oh, the mayor. Yeah, well, okay. Been held up at gunpoint in Memphis, stole all my school supplies and took all my money. Oh, no, that's a lie. I know that's a lie. Archie Bunker. I mean, look who's talking. I mean, you know, we know who. We better not get on change colleges and never been back. Speaking of people on their phones all the time, I always get a kick out of seeing whole families out to dinner at restaurants and they're all on their individual phones. It's insanity, really. If you send my father a text message, he'll never respond to it, ever. I don't care what's going on. He said, you want to call me? Call me. And if I'm eating lunch, I'm going to tell you I'm eating. I'll call you back. He ain't doing that. He's not going to go to a baseball game and watch the phone the whole game. Man, look, I go to these games. I see people sitting in good seats. Like they did not get those premier seats for $5 a game. You know what I mean? Those are box seats. Plus, they had to give a donation to the athletic fund, you know, the college athletic fund. These are not cheap seats. They sit down there, I watch them. They're on their cell phone, their smartphone, the whole game. And then they'll look up like if there'll be like, pow, home run. Oh, yeah. I'm like, I can't live that way. I would not do that. You could have stayed at home and looked at your phone for free. You know, you didn't have to pay to go to a game and pay $10 for beer or $5 for beer. I mean, if it's a college game, the beer might be $5. Man, and to go sit there and look at your phone the whole game, you could have stayed at home and drank beer for 80 cents a beer and ignored the game on TV and looked at your phone. All right, I got to stop preaching about obvious things. Everything I said today was obvious, right? You say, well, you didn't mention certain things explicitly. I know, I mentioned them implicitly because I'm talking to the scarecrows, like in the movie and in the book, the people with a brain. Love both. It depends on what mood I'm in to choose between them at the time, says Tooth Road. Yeah, I think, I think both of these beers are really good. So I'm going to get a little more and then I'm getting off of this because I got to do some other things. The next one I'm going to do is a Beta Amber against Michelob AmberBock. I don't think that's going to be any kind of contest. A Beta Amber is 4.5, I think. It's thin. It's fine. It doesn't have a whole lot of flavor. And it's way more expensive, really. And I don't think it has a chance. You say, oh, there you go. You're favoring the big company over the small company because you are a paid agent. No, that's not the reason. It's because Michelob AmberBock's better. Okay? I wish I was a paid agent. I'll be doing 10 videos a day, not 2. Okay. Yeah, this AmberBock's really nice. I don't see why anybody could complain about it. I mean, the Abita Amber is not going to be a contest. Then I'm going to do Trader Jose Amber. Now that's going to be tough because that's made by Gordon Biersch. They do a good job. That's going to give AmberBock a run for money. Might beat it. Then I have God, I know I have one more, don't I? Or did I? Or is that it? Yeah, it might be it. I can't remember. I bought all these things the other day. Caramel specialty malts, 3 unique malts. Yeah, it is. You can tell it's kind of a mixture of malt, like you used to be able to get with the Red Dog, where they use 5 hop varieties and 4 different malts. And they made sure nobody can get it because then they might buy it. Do a history stream soon, says Archie Bunker. I was thinking about doing another World War II video. Like, let's talk about World War II. It's the 75th anniversary of 1944. And I was saying, ask me questions about it. We'll talk about different topics of the war, but I don't know. People weren't coming up with too many questions, so I'll just... Maybe Thursday I'll do that. Have you ever done MIchelob AmberBock versus Ziegenbock, says Sofa. No, I haven't because, like I said, the Ziegenbock's kind of a chore to get. And I just don't feel like doing that chore, you know? I do enough chores around the house. I wonder how similar they are. They're very similar. I've never done a blind taste test, but they're nearly identical, really. I've always wondered if Anheuser-Busch is selling the same beer as 2 different ones. Well, if they are, you've got a tort, and you can win a lot of money because their website lists different specs. Okay, go to tap into your beer. They're different. They're not very different. They're not very different at all, but they're different. So if a beer company, wine company, liquor company lists specs that are not true, they are facing major penalties, and you can get a payout. But they're not that stupid. I hear people saying all the time, Coors Light and Keystone Light's the same thing. They're not. They never have been. People say it. It isn't true. But if you want to believe it, you can believe anything you want. But the evidence does not back up that contention. We'll drink Coors Banquet. Pretty sure that's what the World War II soldiers were drinking overseas. Coors Banquet? Yeah, they were probably drinking Pabst Blue Ribbon, Schlitz, and Budweiser, really. Probably Pabst Blue Ribbon and Schlitz, because those were the 2 big beers back then. Pabst Blue Ribbon and Schlitz. And then Budweiser started really growing. And then in 1950, I don't know if I have this Michelob AmberBock cap. I got to check. This is I don't know if I've seen this black cap before. That's pretty sharp. I got to check my stuff. I got to watch it before I throw this out. And this is pretty good. I got so many Michelob caps. They make the best labels. They got the best labels. I don't care what anybody says. I don't really like a lot of craft beer labels because they're all a bunch of cartoons and aliens. And to me, and I'm really into labels, you know, to me, those craft beer labels, they look like, you know, those cheap comic books, the ones that are made by independent companies where they have artists that aren't as good. And I don't know. It's all funny animals and aliens and like smarmy comments, like sarcastic comments and all little quips, and they're all like, ain't we cute? Aren't we clever? And I'm thinking, you're not really cute. You're not really clever. Or aren't we evil? This is evil. This is a satanic beer. We're into the occult. I'm like, give me a break. Give me a break. All right. I don't want to keep ranting and raving. Pretty sure, look it up. That's like Archie Bunker. That's the Archie Bunker argument. It's a fact. Look it up. Like, I'm not going to provide the source. You do the work. I just made the contention. That's one of my fellow beer people used to tell me that all the time. He says, it's true, look it up. I said, why do I have to look it up? You're the one that said it. Where's the evidence? He was saying, well, you know, Coors is a racist company. I said, I never heard that. Oh, yeah, they are. I said, I never heard that. They have a history of racism. I said, I never heard that. What's your source? I told him, I said, what's your evidence? And he's telling me that's a known fact. Look it up. I was like, wow, you have a gift for logic. You know, you ought to be a professor in a college with that kind of stuff, you know. I mean, that's deep. That's really deep. Telling everybody, look it up. And I've seen him in other hangouts when people disagree, he'll curse at them, you know, curse them. Like, that's a really good way to win friends and win an argument, cursing at people. How about give a dignified, intelligent response? But, you know, that's the modern world, I guess. The modern world is very lowbrow, whatever. What are you going to do for 10,000 reviews? Subscribers. I don't know. Probably nothing, because I'm not. I mean, it's nice. It's nice. Okay, it's nice. I appreciate 10,000 people subscribing. I do appreciate that if it happens. But I don't like that to be the focus of the channel. You know what I mean? The channel is me drinking products and you talking to me about it. That's always been the focus. You know, I've never ended a video saying everybody needs to like, comment, and subscribe. Press that alert button. I never did that. And I never will do it. When I started the channel, I said, maybe people will watch. I mean, they may not. It's up to them. I wish they would, but if they don't, I'm not going to lose sleep over it. And when I had a few dozen people watching, I was happy. I was satisfied. I said, well, some people out there are interested in what I'm saying. Maybe most people don't care. But then I never dreamed it'd be up to 10,000, you know. For 10,000, I think you should do a double down of camo. I can't, because I can't get camo. I can't get it. I can't get any bad malt liquors around here. They don't sell that around here because nobody will buy it. You know, Louisiana might be a football state with a drinking problem. It's true. Louisiana is a football state with a drinking problem. I mean, golly, I hadn't even drank to it. I meant to say it's a drinking state with a football problem. I'm sorry. Louisiana might be a drinking state with a football problem, but they have certain guidelines, like they won't drink the worst of the worst, you know. You never see camo around here, or axe head, or they tried selling dog bite, but even the old drunks wouldn't drink that. So yeah, it's a drinking state with a football problem, but there are limits beyond which Louisianians can't be pushed. You say, well, your old drunks drink cheap wine. Right. Right. You see a lot of Night Train, a lot of Thunderbird, a lot of Wild Irish Rose, a lot of Mogan David 2020, Mogan David 20 ounce, 20% alcohol. Well, that's what it originally was. Now it's like a smaller bottle with less alcohol, but MD, Mad Dog people call it. It's actually Mogan David. So yeah, we don't drink cheap beer around this. We don't drink cheap beer around this state. We got respectable ways about us. What you talking about? We drink cheap wine and cheap liquor, like Crystal Palace Gin. Now I could do a video for Crystal Palace Gin. Oh no, I could do a 10,000 subscriber video with Skull vodka. Oh no, I have a lot of people coming over to my house. They'd be like, I'm coming over. They would actually enjoy drinking it. I kind of enjoy drinking taco vodka. Honestly, I can't lie. I cannot lie. I enjoyed the Crystal Palace. I cannot tell a lie. All right, but anyway, all right, I got to get off here. Okay. Well, so it's a draw. Beautiful beers, two beautiful products. Mm-mm-mm. Can you get a really awesome beer for $13.99 to $14.50 a 12-pack? Oh yes, you really can.